Hi everyone, I hope we're all okay. So yeah, my name's Tyler. For those of you that don't know me, I work for OneLife Suffolk and I'm part of the Get Help to Get Active service. And I mostly cover the Ipswich and East area, but since we're all online, I'm sort of doing everything in Suffolk at the moment. Yeah, so I'm just going to go through a little bit of a speech before you start your session. I'm just going to have a little conversation about exercise and well-being. So we've all heard, probably from your GPs or other people, that exercise is obviously good for our mind, it's good for our well-being, and it's very good obviously for self-esteem. I'm going to go into a little bit of sort of science behind it and sort of why this is. So we are told that if we're stressed that we need to exercise, if we're told that we're feeling down that we should exercise, if we're feeling low we should exercise, even though this is probably the last thing that you want to do, especially if you're feeling stressed and low, you probably don't want to exercise. But so the stress hormone, okay, in our body is something called cortisol. So you've probably heard of cortisol before. So cortisol is what produces stress, and stress is sets on that fight or flight sensation, and this fight or flight sensation is what increases our heart rate. It can deteriorate our mood, our well-being, in some serious cases can help us makes us put on weight. And what the idea of exercise is we want to reduce these cortisol levels, these stress levels. Okay. Obviously, this can lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health illnesses as well. So the whole idea is we want to reduce the stress levels. And the way we're going to do this is when we exercise, we have predominantly three main neurotransmitters, which I'm going to talk today. So these neurotransmitters could also be known as endorphins. So you probably heard the word endorphins before. And this is serotonin, dopamine, and neuroperipherin. So these are neurotransmitters that are in your brain, okay? And serotonin is responsible for mood regulation. Dopamine is responsible for motivation. And neuroperipherin is responsible for attention. So when people are sedentary or they don't really exercise, what tends to happen is that the serotonin, dopamine, and neuroperipherin levels tend to reduce, which means that people have bad mood, they lack motivation, and they're unable to keep attention. Obviously, this might sound familiar if you find people with anxiety or sort of depression. This sounds very familiar. And exercise boosts all of these neurotransmitters in the brain. Okay. So actually, exercise is the most transformative thing that we can do for our brain today. Okay, as when we exercise, you'll start to get benefits. One exercise session, you'll get the benefits of increasing these endorphins for up to 2 hours. And if you exercise regularly, your brain will start to create new brain cells responsible for the neurotransmitters you've just produced. And this is a term that we call neuroplasticity, which is the creation of new brain cells. And this would hopefully give you chronic and long-term effects of improved mental well-being. So these new brain cells obviously have long-term effects of people of age. So degenerative brain diseases such as anxiety, depression, and dementia. I think the NHS studies, and they found that physical activity and exercise are 30% less likely to get depression and dementia if you were to exercise. So yeah, just a sort of brain of a little food for thought. Like I said, the most transformative thing you can do for your brain today is to exercise. So I see that you're all looking at me and you're probably wondering, okay, Tyler, that's all good, but how much exercise do I need to do? What's the minimum to get these brain changing effects? Well, you're looking at about 150 minutes of exercise a week. So what you want to do is you want to increase your heart rate and increase your breathing rate, and it's a continuous exercise. Normally about 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week would get you 150 minutes a week, or you can split that 30 minutes further into 10 minutes 3 times a week, every day. 3 times a day, every day, 5 days a week, and then that will get you the benefits that you need. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the sort of science behind it. That's the so you've got the cortisol stress levels you want to bring down, and then you've got your endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine that you want to bring up, and then that counteracts the stress levels, and yeah, that should help people live a more fulfilling life. It helps people massively. All right, I'll pass you back to Tom. But yeah, I hope you enjoy your session and take care.
左脚开步，与肩同欢，屈
Give you a
膝下
little bit
蹲，
idea
长
what we
绕
have been
头
doing.
前，中正安舒，呼吸自然，心神宁静，一手丹田，两手托天理三焦，上托。 下落，上托，下落，上托。 下落，上托，下落，上托。 下落，上托。
Okay, we're nearly time. So this is our treasure number 1. A few weeks ago, we have
左右开
learned.
弓四射
I'm going
标，
to pause here and
搭
come
腕
back to it later
开
today.
弓，
Okay, I'm going to pause here. Good morning, everyone, and great to see you. And hopefully, we're getting the benefits from the weekly sessions so far. Good. In your own time, let's begin with some warm-up exercise. Waken up to our senses and our meridians in our body. Good. Allowing yourself to enter in this frame of mind that is quiet, peaceful, and tranquil. Slow down our breathing and stand naturally straight. The crown is lifting our up, and tongue is touching the roof of our mouth, and chin tucked in. In your own time, we soften our ankles and knees, taking half a step to your left. Good. And regulating the breathing first, bringing your awareness to our breathing. Gently inhale, raise your hands to the front. And exhaling, return to the side of the hips. Inhale, just initiating, gently waking up our meridians, important part of our body that connected to our energy. The energy that we recognize in our body is called qi. It's a word that we use regularly. You can imagine the qi travels in our pathways like the central heating system in a house. So the body keeps warm by a good working central heating. And the qi moves in our body, keep our circulation going. And open to the corner, gather in and palms into the center of our chest. Inhale and exhale. Soften the knees a little. And our body needs regular maintenance from our internal organs and our physical joint muscle. They're all important. Take a deep inhale, and our physical well-being is directly linked with our emotional, mental well-being. Last time. And switching off from worries and anxieties when our practice, Baduanjin, is one of the most simple and effective way to combat and release tensions and stiffness. And from the side, ready to inhale, spreading your arms high. Feel we hold large energy, or allowing the energy enter the body from the head, travel down to our feet. And again, open wide. Take a deep inhale. Imagine we have long arms, long fingers. And allowing the energy into our body, or even just the freshest oxygens in your mind. Take deep inhale the last time. Open the lungs, open the heart, rib cage, and embrace your arms down. Travel through to the feet. Now let's return our hands, the awareness, to the abdomen. 引气归元. Return qi, the energy, to the lower abdomen. The lower abdomen is the cavity in the traditional Chinese medicine called dantian, storing, the storage, the home for energy behind the umbilical cord from we were born. Replenish our vital energy that sustains life and all life activities. Deep inhale, smooth, maybe feeling the warmth of the center of the palm connecting to the abdomen. Good, and slowly retracting the hands back to the abdomen, overlapping your hands. Good. Take your time and gently giving your abdomen a circle massage. Small massage, clockwise, then back the other way, anti-clockwise. Good, sliding the hands down, and we're going to do a few joint warm up. Floating the hands from the side, cupping your ears, stretch open the elbow. Deep inhale, gazing softly upwards. And exhale, soften your knees, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, take a deep inhale, open. Exhale, stretch to the back of your neck and shoulders. Exhale, once more. Inhale, good. And floating your hands back and sideways. Let's do a few stretch to the torso. Also prepare for our treasures. Soften the knees. As you push forward and back, gaze the head to the left. And rise. Inhale. Exhale. Soften the knees and stretch from to the back. Gaze to the right. Change. And turning the palms away, upwards. Lifting over your head, keeping your shoulders down and your shoulder blades broad and open. Tummy to the spine. Deep inhale from here, up and over. And stretch to the left. Gently push the hip to your right. And inhale, back to the center. Keep lengthening up, grow tall, up and over. And stretch to your right and gently push the hips to the left. Well done. Floating yourself back as you inhale. Bring your palms back to the center. Now we're going to do a forward bend and stretch forward. Only go down as far as you comfortably can. Okay, don't worry if you can't go all the way down to your feet. And feel, just go as far as you can, sending the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Good. And try the other way to your right foot. Good. And feel gentle pulling at the back of your hamstrings, maybe the back of your calves. And just gently breathe out and mantra to let go. Letting go tensions and stiffness. Allowing the body to be supple and soft. Slowly curling yourself vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. And spread your hands round to the back of your waist. So support the lower lumbar and gently we're going to lengthen the tailbone, arch the back and guide the hips forward slightly and gently lengthen vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. If you're ready, you can lengthen into the neck. In own time, we're curling ourselves vertebrae by vertebrae and bring ourselves back to the center. And take your hands, stay at the your lower lumbar, the kidney area, giving yourself a little bit of massage. A bit similar to the 8 pieces of brocade. With massage and bend. Okay, we did this last week or the week before. And sliding the hands down. We're now going to practice our horse riding stance. So take a wider step, wider than your shoulder, and checking your feet parallel forward. And we're going to try to sit down. Before we do, spread your arms. Take deep inhale, long arms, long fingers, palm to palm, and do sliding down. Hands together, sitting. Again, soften your knees in the direction of your toes. Feel, or in your mind's eye, try to see the outer corner of your knees in line with your little or the second little toe. This way we allow making space for the hip to sit down, sliding down. Good. And by now I'm hoping it's getting easier when we practice this horse stance. It does take a little while to get used to a hang of it. And sitting, exhaling. Hands by the heart center, reminding ourselves, breathing channel to be open. Good. Lengthening the crown while you're sitting down. Good. You notice I stayed in the position for a while. If you can, I would suggest to stay for a breath cycle. Exhaling, sitting in, sitting down. Feel the stance is strong. Stay in your posture, listen to your breath. Inhale, exhale. And rise, inhale, well done. And then gently taking the heels in, toes in. Bring the heels in, bring the toes in, heels in, toes in. Good, well done. And we're going to do one more on your just the torso. Okay, this one is probably new. We have not done it before, but it's very easy, very good for our chest, abdomen, and the spine. Shift your weight to the right and left foot stepping forward to the corner 45 degrees and spread your arms round to the front. Okay, somebody's at the waiting room, so Hannah, if you don't mind, and let them in and sit back. As you're sitting back to the chair, you lengthen your fingers forward, forward, and that's it. And feel the stretch to the lower lumbar, to the back of your chest. And then transfer weight forward, and then push and lift the crown upwards. And take a deep stretch. Okay, open. And again, exhaling as you sit back. And stretch. Maybe Tom, anyone can let people in the waiting room in, if you can hear. And inhale, lifting your chest up, and crown up, and exhale as you sit back. Stretch. And last time, inhale, deep inhale, stretch. Okay, thank you. And sitting in, sitting back, and taking the left foot in. Now let's try shift your weight to the left, right foot stepping towards the corner, and circle the hands. And this is really good for stimulating, okay, improving the flexibility of our spine. Stretch into the back and then floating yourself forward and lift the crown. Feel you grow really tall. Back heel is off the floor. And again, exhaling, sit back and feel the tailbone tuck in and stretch the back of the spine. And inhale, lifting up like a proud lion. Last time, sit back, stretch, you feel that deep opening of the spine, and rise, lifting and sitting back. Well done, good. We are going to introduce today's new posture now. We kind of warmed up all of our major joints in the body, and now we are introduce new handshake to our 8 pieces of brocade. Baduanjin. I'll come a little closer so you can see my hands easier. The new posture is called today 掌拳, making fists. 掌拳, hands change to fist. 怒目, glaring eyes. Okay, 怒目, eyes open, glare. 增气力, to do what? To invigorate our energy. Okay, so 2 actions we need to pay attention. One is make the fist. This is a special fist. We put the thumbs into the bottom of the ring finger, okay, and then from the little finger you close all the other hands into it. That's it. Okay, practice this with me. So open the regular palm and then thumb. Yeah, squeeze the thumb into the ring finger and then from the little finger, leading the way and grasp. And then rotate the fist. Turn the fist up. That's it. From palms facing forward, then rotate so the palms facing each other. Okay? One more time. This special healing fist is called 握固 and squeeze. Thumb in, and little fingers, each one, and then rotate. So you can see from the side view. And then draw, sliding your fist in to the side of your rib cage, just at the bottom of your rib cage on the side of the hips. Can you see? Okay, this is where you want to keep your fist for this new posture. Good. And sliding your hands down. Yes, everybody can see clearly? Okay, so here is the transition. We're going to slide our hands down, make our healing fist, and make the fist will hug, if you like, or wrap your thumbs in, and then slide your fist by the waist, just above your hip socket. Okay, just here. Good. And then I stay close, just practice our hands, the changes in the hands. And then I retreat. You can see the whole body. So no foot movement, just our hands. So your healing face by your waist. Your left hand go first. Left hand, gently, slowly, as if you do a slow punch. Slow punch. And at the same time, eyes open, glaring eyes. And then we open the palm, thumb facing up. Rotate and turn. So your thumb is facing down. And then do a grasp. So rotate, pivot around the heel of the palm. So from thumb like this, we rotate. So your thumb it's pointing sideways away. And then thumb into the bottom of the ring finger and close the fist. Rotate, vertical, and pull back. This is one side. And then try the other side. Right fist, slow punch forward, and palms open to fist open to palm. Rotate, thumb down, and then we rotate, pivot. That is from the heel in, pivot around the heel of the palm. Thumb in, fingers in, and rotate the fist. Slide back. Good. Try one more time. Left fist first. Open eyes, glaring eyes. Thumb open, palm open. Thumb down. Rotate, rounding circle. And close the thumbs in. Fingers close and pull back. Last time. Good. Punch. Open glaring eyes. Open palm, turn, grasp, and thumb in, fingers in, pull back. Good. This is the focus for this treasure. Eyes return to soft gaze when you have grasped and pull back. Back to smiley eyes, soft eyes. And during our punch forward, feel we're meeting resistance. Okay, you can imagine you're punching, meeting the resistance of water, for example. Or you can imagine you're meeting the resistance of hydraulic, something of a hydraulic resistance. So it's the equal amount of reaction to the action. So you're feeling that, and therefore we engage with the energies in our body. Good. So the changes in the eye intensity is the way to stimulate. Okay, let me come back to a further spot. You can see my feet. the transition from our previous movement, now I include our previous movement, if you remember, is massaging the back of our legs and the bladder meridian all the way to the back of our feet, to the top of our feet, and then sliding. So here is the finish of our previous posture. And now we're ready for the next one, the new one today, with our palms, fingers facing up, and sliding as if you're stroking down a gentle waterfall, smoothly sliding your hands down. Soften your knees. As your hands approach to the hip level, palm parallel to the floor, now we are changing to the 卧步 healing fist. Use your thumb in first, thumbs in. Close all the other fingers. Make your fist, healing fist, and then draw to the waist. At the same time, shift your weight to your right. Take a wider step to the left. Now we're preparing for horse riding stance. Sitting down, the same way that you feel the back is straight and you have a alignment, good strong posture with the right alignment. Left fist first, punch, open, turn, grasp and pull back. Return to healing fist and pull back. And try the other side. Grasp the punch and glaring eyes. Open thumb up, thumb down, grasp and close, pull back. Again, soft punch, open, turn, grasp, close, fist, pull back. And change. Soft punch, open palm, turn, grasp, pull back. Let's do one more on each side. Glaring eyes as you punch. Open, turn, grasp, pull back. Last time. Soft punch, open glaring eyes, open palms, turn, grasp and close, and pull back. Well done. Shift your weight quietly, smoothly, taking the left foot in, next to your right, sliding the hands down. Well done. That was excellent. Well done. Do you feel tired now? You feel a little bit hot and burning on the quads, on the thighs? Okay, give yourself a little shake. It can be a little bit difficult or hard one for horse riding stance when we are doing slow postures with our hands. Roll your shoulders back. Good. And remind ourselves when we do the horse riding stance, when we punch forward, we need to sit down, okay? And nice and straight backs. Try not to lean forward, of course not leaning backwards either, okay? So making sure we get used to this strong posture. And outer corner of the knees, in your mind's eye, is in line with little or the second little toe. Good. Now let's talk about breathing on this movement. As always, breathing is a very important aspect of our practice. When you punch, okay, is exhaling, which means we need to inhale deep before we punch. So while you're preparing, getting into your posture and sitting down, take a deep inhale. Exhale as you breathe, okay? And then this part, when we're busy with our hands, we'll do a natural breathing. And when we're ready to pull back, deep inhale back, deep exhale as we punch out, glaring eyes, and return to natural breathing. And inhale deep, soft gaze, and just try exhaling, glaring eyes, natural breathing during our grasp. Inhale, big long inhale, and long big exhale. Natural breathing and long inhale, big inhale, deep inhale. 好, and shift your weight and step in. So that would be your general guidance for your breathing. Whatever you do, don't stop and hold your breath. Okay, so breathing, it helps to calm and relax the mind and body down. Good. I will now, I think from today, we only have this session and the next session. I will have the opportunity to observe how you practice. And now I would like to do the screen sharing, what you have just watched at the beginning, inviting you to follow my video to have a go at this posture. I will try to observe, inviting you to switch on your camera and see how whether you have got the posture right.
抓握，回收，攒拳怒目，抓握，回收，攒拳怒目，抓握，回收，攒拳怒目，抓握，回收，攒拳怒目，抓握，背后七颠百病消，提踵。
Okay, so this is the new posture for our today. Okay, did you manage to follow? Yeah, did you manage to follow? We want to do ideally to do 3 times each way, 3 times, and then you have 6 times all together before we do the shaking of the body, the last move. All right, good. Okay, let's begin from the beginning.
预备式，左脚开步，与肩同宽，屈膝下蹲，
Soften your knees and smooth your breathing.
呼吸自然，心神
Calm the
宁静，
mind,
一手
ready to begin. First
两手
treasure,
托天理三焦，
interlace your fingers
上
and right. Inhale, deep inhale, long smooth exhale. And inhale, deep, looking forward,
下
long smooth exhale. Again, deep inhale, long smooth, gazing forward, smooth
下
exhale. We want to repeat 6 times.
上托，
Inhale, rise. And
下
long, smooth exhale. And sink, soften
上
knees.
托，
Rise, inhale. And soften your knees as you exhale. Inhale and exhale.
左右开弓，似射
Ready?
雕。
Number 2. Treasure number 2. Step, cross
开
hands,
弓，
sitting, opening the bowl.
并步，
Shift your weight, step in, hands down.
搭腕，
And stepping out,
开弓，
inhale as you draw the bow open. And look the other way, shift your weight, step in.
搭
Again,
腕，
step and cross hands.
开弓，
Sitting, opening the bowl.
并
Look the other way. Shift your weight and step in.
搭腕，
Soften your
开
knees.
弓，
Again, inhale as you open the chest and draw the bow. Exhaling, stepping
搭
in,
腕，
floating hands.
开弓，
Step out. Inhale, drawing the bow. Open the palms
搭腕，
and step.
开弓，
Inhale, sitting.
调理脾胃，须丹田，
Exhaling as you return.
上举，
Next treasure. Inhale as you stretch up. And exhale on the way down, soften your knees. Inhale, rise.
下落，
Exhaling, smooth down.
上举，
Inhale,
下落，
exhale.
上举，
Inhale, exhale. Soften the knees.
上举，
Inhale,
下
long, smooth exhale. Inhale,
举，
exhale,
五劳七伤
change.
往
Next treasure. Rise, rotate and expand, gaze. And soften your knees. Exhaling, turn back. Rise, inhale, look.
转
Exhaling,
正，
soften your knees. Inhale, rise, rotate, gaze. Exhale, turn back, soften your knees. Again, inhale,
后
rise,
桥，
expand, look.
转正，
Exhale, soften the knees, turn back.
起身，后
Rise,
桥，
inhale, gaze.
转正，
Exhaling, soften and sit.
后桥，
Once more,
摇头摆
inhale
尾，去心火，
and long, smooth
上
exhale.
坡，
Change.
下
Rise,
按，
hold your hands up. Sit down, horse riding stance.
旋，
Lean and
摇
sway.
头，摆尾，
Hip roll, neck roll. Sit down.
左倾，
Rise.
右
Lean.
转，
Sway.
摇头，
Hip roll,
Byway.
neck roll. Take your time. Sit down. Rise.
转，
Lean and
摇
sway.
头，
Hip
摆尾，
roll, neck roll.
左
Sitting
倾，
down.
右
Rise.
转，
Lean sway,
摇头，
hip roll, neck roll, and sitting
右
down,
倾，
rise,
左旋，
lean,
摇
sway,
头，摆
hip
尾，
roll, neck roll,
左
sit
倾，
down.
右
Last
旋，
one, sway,
摇头，
hip roll,
摆
neck
尾，
roll, sitting down.
上举，
Transitions. Spread your arms, step
两手
in,
摊左右，伸
rise.
腰，
Treasure number 6. Flex your
上
elbows.
举，
Sliding forward. Transition.
下按，
Deep inhale.
反穿，
Flex elbows
摩运，
in. Spread.
安
Massage. Forward
上
bend.
举，
Sliding forward. Inhale, bring
下
yourself
按，
up.
反穿，
Exhaling.
摩运，
Spread, inhale.
安举，
Exhale, massage, bend.
上举，
Inhale, stretch forward, floating up.
下按，
Exhale to the
摩
chest.
运，
Inhale,
安
spread,
举，
massage. Exhaling,
上
bend,
举，
massage, stretch, and lift.
反穿，
Keep
摩运，
going. Only go as far as you comfortably can. Don't worry if you can't reach your toes. Take it, floating yourself. Deep inhale.
反穿，摩
Exhale.
盘，
Spread. Massage.
上
Bend.
举，
Keep exhaling. Inhale as you stretch
下按，
and rise.
反穿，摩运，
Exhale. Spread.
上举，
Forward bend. And bring your hands forward. Deep
完
inhale.
全怒目，蹬
Floating yourself up. Ready for change. Treasure number 7. Making the healing fist.
完全怒目，
Step out.
抓握，
Glaring eyes as you punch.
回收，
Rotate and grasp.
完全怒目，
Pull back.
抓
Big
握，
punch. Exhale.
回收，
Grasp. Inhale.
完全怒目，
Exhaling. Grasp.
回收，
Pull back. Inhale.
完全怒目，
Exhale. Punch.
抓握，
Grasp. Natural breathing.
回收，
Inhale. Pull back.
完全怒目，
Exhaling. Glaring eyes.
回
Grasp.
收，
Pull back.
完全怒目，
Punch.
抓握，
Grasp.
背后七
And
边
pull
百
back.
变消，
Good. Take your foot in and return hands by your waist. Well done. Doing great. We are very close to the end. Okay, how are you guys feeling? There's a lot of movements in there. All right. If you feel a little tired on your thighs and a little tired on your shoulders, give your shoulders a roll back, wiggle your fingers a little, and giving your foot a little shake. That's it. And take it just giving yourself a little bit sort of shake and gentle relaxation. I mean, loosening relaxation. Good. Let me come to the screen and inviting you come closer to the screen and ask you if how you feel and if you have any questions. Now we have gone through the first 7 treasures. It's a daily program, if I may suggest. It doesn't, I mean, even though we do it slowly, in actual fact, running through the whole sequence, it only takes less than 15 minutes. You know, it may first look, oh, how can slow exercise like this be an exercise? But you know what? Sometimes slow is the new fast. And now we're living in a world of speed and instant everything. We're living in this world of speed, and it's more of a challenge to stay calm and stay slow. Just slow down is more of a challenge. And so by doing posture slowly, in fact, we're mobilizing more functions in the body because your organs are at ease, not under stress, not working on the adrenaline of the body. We tend to, when we're working on the adrenaline, our organs tend to be shut, sort of like closed. And this exercise is trying to release that tensions to our organ. Therefore, it's actually achieving more, waking more up our organs, internal meridians and organs are. Breathing is important. And if you think about our life, we go through life. The signal of life begins with we are being born and the first breath. And if the baby was born, doesn't the lung doesn't function well, the midwife will give a little smack to the baby's bottom to initiate our lungs, to make sure our lungs function. So our breathing is one of the main signatures or the important components stay with us until the last breath of our life. So it's an essential part of our life. So breathing, of course, is important. And with the synchronizations of our movement, I will give a broader guidance if you are doing it without me guiding you. When you follow me, I will sort of like giving you the guidance. Now inhale and then exhale. If you're not doing it with me, the general rules, the rules of the thumb is when your posture is going up or expand, then you take a deep inhale. That's right. You inhale. You imagine this is your lung expanding. Your rib cage expanding. Okay. So it's very simple. You breathe in when you're doing the expanding postures or rising postures, and when you have a posture that sort of like coming down, descending or contracting, you breathe out on the you'll try to synchronize that out breath. It's a natural replication, synchronization with the changes of our breathing. And there are other guidelines, but the number one, rules of the thumb in terms of breathing. Now you may ask, on the first posture, for example, hold up heavens to harmonize. We have a long movement in our hands. I'll just come back a little bit. So you have a long movement in your hands. What happens if I already breathe to the full and my posture is still going? Okay. And then the second guideline, when we have a long arm root of the hands, is when take a deep inhale and natural breathing. Natural breathing we usually refer to is a shallow breathing. We do work, daily chores, we usually use shallow breathing, natural breathing, kind of just about your chest level. So we do a natural breathing, which is slightly shallow. You do and then you continue to work on natural breathing. When you can see the hands starting to go down, at this point you take a deep exhale, long, deep, smooth exhale. So each cycle of movement, each repeat, this is one repeat, and coming down, I would like you to think about fitting in one deep inhale, one deep exhale. In between parts, when you feel the spare time, I say spare time, it doesn't fit in. You naturally use your natural breathing. Natural breathing is fine. And this will gradually, because of the pace you're doing it slow, it helps to deepen our breathing naturally. That's a interesting and very good question, Lee. I think your holding it or the tension is a little too hard. If I like to concentrate a little too hard, so yes, this is a sign of tension. If you're finding yourself holding your breath, it means there's tension. If you remember when we're learning to drive, the first time you're sitting behind the wheels, tension, and you naturally hold your breath. Like anything, if we're learning something brand new, and we tend to hold our breath a little bit, it's a sign of tension. So it's good that you recognize that you are holding your breath, and then you need to work on with yourself. And when your tummy towards the spine, it's not a hard focus. Try not to feel it's a hard focus. Awareness is a gentle awareness that your tummy is slightly engaged. All right, so you're not allowing the tummy to be a flop. Flop, I mean, is just like a sack of potatoes. Okay, flop, because the energy is just it's just collapsing. So the gentle awareness of the tummy is just so that your mind is aware of that area. So for you, it may be engage the connections to the spine. They give you right now by giving you attention, and you're not able to release the tension yet. So try to maintain the smooth breathing and just feel a gentle awareness and engage. It's a tricky balance. It's a fine balance. Engage awareness, engaging with the tummy and to the tensions creating. Okay, it's a fine balance. So you need to kind of listen and just finding that right balance for yourself. Hey, I think that's all for today. Well done, everyone, and good work.